Hello there. Today's marine animal is the common dolphin, not to be mistaken for another type of dolphin you might spot in the UK waters, which is the bottlenose dolphin. Now there are some differences between the two, and the common dolphin has a longer, slender beak and is a smaller animal. They grow up to about 2.5 meters long. The bottlenose dolphin is a bigger animal. They grow up to about 4 meters long, and they have a shorter, stubbier beak. So there are some subtle differences between the two, but they both use a really cool way to find their food. Now, I just go to the fridge, but they use something called echolocation, and it's like a sound wave. And they'll send a sound out, and if it bounces off something and comes back to them really quickly, they know that there's something nearby. Now, it could be anything. It could be prey, it could be an object, or it could just be their mate. But if it takes longer to come back, then whatever it's bounced off, whatever that sound has bounced off, means that it's further away. The longer it takes to come back, the further away it is. So that's pretty smart, isn't it? They're not the only type of animal to use echolocation. Bats also use it to find their food at night. Pretty smart, I think. So today's animal is the common dolphin, and here are some things you might want to fetch to draw along. Okay, so we're going to try something a little bit different this week, and we're going to build our picture up from a series of shapes. And we're going to start with a shape at the front, which is like an oval shape, and then from the back of this shape we're going to create an egg-like shape. And you want to do this quite lightly because we're not going to want these lines to show later. And then from the back of our egg shape we're then going to make a shape a bit like this. What sort of shape would you call that? Like a long sausage sort of shape. And then at the bottom here we're going to draw a little sausage here and a slightly bigger sausage there. And then back up towards here we're going to put in a big U with a nice round end there. So I'm sure you can guess what that's going to be. So now we've got the basic structure of our dolphin, we're going to join these sections up together. So we're going to start here at the beak and give the beak a nice round end, and then just follow the line to our egg shape, and then follow the top of our egg shape to about here, and then we're going to create an upside down V. We want a nice round, not round, but yeah, rounded end, rounded top to our dorsal fin here, so it's not pointy like the shark that we did the other week. It's much rounder than that. So then we've got a little curve in here, and then we bring our line back down and follow the top of our long sausage down to the bottom of our little sausage here. Okay, and we'll actually come back to these two little sausages down here. And if we pick the line up from this point, okay, and follow this line up towards the middle, and then round onto this line, and then back here. Okay. So I put in an extra little line at the bottom there, which has sort of created its mouth, and they quite often look very smiley. And just at the end here, you'll find an eye. So put a little leave a little rectangle space there as our little catch light and our eye, and we'll colour the rest of it in like that. Okay, so the shape of our dolphin is starting to come through now. We just need to go back down here to finish this bit off, and this is going to be its tail fin. So we just want to take the top line and take it out to the top of our little sausage there. Okay, so we'll take that in like that. Okay, and then from here we go back up. And there you've got your tail fin. Okay, so there's your dolphin. And if you want to adjust any of your lines, then now is the time to do that. So you might want to make this line just a bit broader, like so, or you might just want to leave it exactly how it is. And there's just one last detail that we need to put in, and that's its light colouring on the underside. So we just put in a little pattern, and it sort of finishes near to the end of the dorsal fin down here. Okay, so now we've got the rough shape of our dolphin. We're going to colour our dolphin in, and you might just want to add the top of bill in there. Okay, and we're going to use a couple of colours, as I mentioned earlier. I'm going to very, very lightly start with the orange, and then over the orange we're going to use the blue, slightly heavier, and then we're going to shade those two colours with our pencil. So we're going to go over these two colours with our pencil. So start with the orange. I'm going to speed this bit up, but pause the video and take your time, and then restart the video once you've done your orange layer. Now we're going to do the blue layer, and again keep it nice and light because we're going to go over both of these colours with our pencil. So keep it nice and light, and you don't have to colour all of it, you can just do little patches if you like. So again, I'll speed this bit up, but take your time, and we'll see you when we move on to the pencil. Okay, so that was very quick. Don't need to take too much time over it, but you probably do need to take a little bit more time with the pencil and try and be careful to let some of the colour shine through. So the pencil will give a sort of an overall look of grey, but but through that you'll see bits of orange and blue coming through, which will give a really nice overall effect. So again, I'll speed this bit up, but take your time, and we'll see you at the end. Now, because I've created a couple of lines here, I'm just going to tidy that up a little bit by using a couple of extra colours. We're going to use peach and brown really lightly, really lightly, just to go over and see if we can just make those lines look a little bit less obvious. Part of our, and I use quite a soft pencil, so when I go over the pencil marks it smudges. You'll be able to see that it smudges, and I quite like that because it softens the lines. So that's looking all right,
and we could just ever so lightly go over. I mean, this is really lightly go over with the pencil, just so that you're blending that colour in a bit. And if you find that you're starting to get these little lines like I'm getting, then what we could do is go back over this with the crayon, which will smudge those lines and blend them in. Oops, you see what I mean? So it smudges them. So you've sort of got a peachy grey colour. I quite like that. Okay. And I think our dolphin is about there. Yeah.
And there we have it, a very delightful dolphin, a common dolphin. So I hope you enjoyed that. Until next time, bye bye.